We have grown men 45 years old viciously attacking young people on the internet for whistleblowing, And here's the last final thing of it too. I mean, girl, I could go on all day. I could write a dissertation on this old crusty, okay? I could write a dissertation on this crusty, but I won't. Maybe I will, girl. Maybe we'll be doing the Rise and Fall of Keemstar pretty soon, because I promise you, when I start looking, it ain't gonna be no fluff piece like what Ethan Klein did. I can promise you that. So maybe we'll do a Rise and Fall of Keemstar. We're not talking about the fact that one of the people in common, I mean, Keemstar himself pretended to be very upset whenever Chad Mann drew a picture of his daughter. But all of a sudden, he's decided to side with the people on the same side as Chad Mann.
Oh man, there's a lot of stuff to go over. Unfortunately, like, none of it's about MrBeast. It's all about everything else with MrBeast, tangentially, which is funny because all of the stuff that we're going to talk about here is talking about the people who have been sucking the air out of the room of the Chris Tyson allegations, which are still the worst ones, in my opinion. Was anybody still talking about Chris Tyson? Chris Tyson got unceremoniously fired from MrBeast because they bought lolicon material. We're glossing past that. We're just gonna go. We're done with that. That's done. It's done. We're talking about people who know people who run scams. Now I don't know. Listen, there are legitimate problems with the MrBeast stuff. I just wish that the Chris Tyson stuff actually came up more in discussion, especially when you're gonna share my frustration that it does come back today, but not in the way you're expecting. My brain is boggled. I saw a clip that Xylee posted in the group chat, and apparently the first time Chris Tyson is coming up, they're weaponizing Chris Tyson, chat. They're weaponizing Chris Tyson against Keemstar. What are you talking? How? Like, I don't know. We're deploying Chris Tyson into battle. I don't get. There's a lot of stuff to go over tonight. It's crazy. There's so much shit to go over. I use the old intro, the old Goon Squad, Chris Hansen style introduction today for a reason. And that reason is, typically, we get accused of being a goon squad or like a commentary bro orbit of people that are vicious harassers, who are all sequentially organized, doing following after each other, one after another, making videos, and the cabal has come for you. But I've kind of noticed, at least recently, there seems to be like a group forming who's fighting with us now. I find that interesting. I guess these guys did a live hangout. There's like a live hangout that occurred. The MrBeast Anonymous Club all met to talk about their trauma together, I guess. I'm not really sure. But I don't know, wherever you got it. Listen, I got nothing personal against the Cam Nuggets guy. He's doing good. He's made, I think a lot of his takes are stupid, but I have no personal problem with him. Jake Weddle, if we're not talking about his comedy, I'm sure he's a really nice person. Dogpack, I'm hoping he's got pretty good intentions. I don't know about the girl. Girl's kind of weird. Listen, dude, she's into some Bollywood type stuff. I don't...
I don't respect you.
I don't know what's going on. We'll get to that later. That's for later on the stream. People are asking what the title's about. That's what the title's about. Spoiler alert. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay. We got some Bollywood white girl flow. We will get there. Calm down, chat. I'm having a good time. Are you having a good time? This is great. What are you subjecting us to? Cringe. Chat, we're going to start off the night. We're going to check in on what Jake Weddle's doing. Last week he took 50 grand. What's he doing today?
I can't do it. I can't do it. There's no amount of money you can pay me to come back. I can't.
It's a MrBeast comedy sketch. Woo! God. Just to be clear, I'm sorry. So, where were we with Jake? Well, I don't even know if we uploaded the second VOD for this one. I don't know if this clip ever made it, but... So, we were here, right? Was it Jake the Viking versus Jake Weddle, where he said this was his last video about Jimmy?
To let you guys know, this is a warning shot, and I do not send two.
So basically he says he was done after this. This is my last... Yeah, there it is. That's what I was looking for. This is my last bit of tear drama on the situation. Then we've got I caught Jimmy in a secret recording. This turned out to be AI. And then people still dispute this. I don't know why. It's a video on the channel. Jake Weddle had to pay Jake Weddle got paid $50,000 from MrBeast. Not to shut him up, to keep going, but that's what happened. Now we've got the comedy sketch.
I can't do it. I can't do it. There's no amount of money you can pay me to come back. I can't.
Ugh.
Take all the money from the philanthropy channel and just push it to Harvey Weinstein's PR team. That raccoon was not a paid actor. We have yet to pay that raccoon. Oh, he's got a union? Who let the raccoon in the union?
I'm gonna blow brains out before the night is over. I'm not suicidal, by the way.
Of course the train was CGI. You know how expensive blowing up a real train is? They're never gonna tell it's CGI. Somebody pay our animators less. Who let the animators see their family for a weekend?
You want me to take this seriously, all right? And you're not making it very easy on me.
God damn it. How much did the writers ask for? Yeah, we can set that on fire. It's fine.
Like, tell you to write about what you know. So I guess he's got that going for him.
Viking said what? Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Okay, all right. Just tell Viking to stop talking, okay? Well, why can't you get the cameraman to do it? Oh, because of the allegations? Oh, did you get the other cameraman to... Oh, allegations too?
You get it? They're all pedophiles and rapists. Dude, yeah, it's a real knee slapper.
No, not with like the regular company, with one of the shell companies that pay the PIs.
He's just listing all of the allegations made against MrBeast, regardless of level of severity, and pretending that he is the accountant. This is the humor. This is it. I am a comedian. I am a comedian, Dr. Han. The punchline would be if the things weren't real. That would be funny, but it appears that many of them are.
That money was sent where? No, that was supposed to go to the sex workers. Keem!
Oh, I was gonna cut it off, but he's taking the phone from Keem.
Baby, honey, good to talk to you like we all...
Keem has become like a reoccurring character in this video and the other videos that we're gonna watch today. Because the Drama Alert Twitter account is posting news.
Who is Bunty
Always
King?
do.
Nicholas
Loving
DeOrio?
your coverage so far. Yeah, no, it's really great. Weddle? You called him Weddle. Thank you for reading off the script. So, listen, wanted to give you more scripts. Before I do... Yeah, that's exactly what that...
The joke is that that's actually MrBeast's money that he's holding in his hand.
More scripts before...
That's the joke, right? Is the joke that he's actually the only guy who took money here and they're calling us all paid? Is the joke that they keep saying that Keem is a paid actor for MrBeast while you've got the guy who literally took a 50 grand payday yesterday waving the money around like an idiot on camera?
You offered Jake Weddle $190,000, right? He asked for less? Fuck you, dude, he asked for less.
That didn't really change anything. Not in my opinion, I don't know. Jake Weddle's been doing what Jake Weddle does. He'll show back up later tonight, but I just wanted to point out what he's been up to recently. Unfortunately, it seems like the clout ride is about over because these videos are performing just about the same as his regular content. What happened to Dave Chappelle? Okay, so yeah, we want to do a quick little update as 24-hour MrBeast account, and that's what Jake Weddle's been up to. Now, Chud Logic asked me to watch this video. I've been of the pretense that this video is like almost out of date now. This dog pack video is no longer kind of the way to consume this information. I'm not really sure. Chud called me frantically in the middle of the afternoon the other day and demanded, Nick, you need to watch this, and I just hadn't gotten around to it. So I figured I'd stick it at the beginning before we read through Beckett's thread, if that makes sense. Yeah, let me take a look at this. This one should be pretty quick.
Over the past couple weeks, as news has broken out about MrBeast, I was referred to the dog
And if you don't know, the original cease and desist by MrBeast has come out. I've seen some coverage on it, and I'm going to cover it myself. I'm not really, I guess, going to be as condemning as a lot of the other people I've seen talk about it. And the reason for that is, like, it's written by MrBeast's lawyers. So unless we happen to have all of Dogpack's answers conveniently in a 1-hour response, there's not really much we can pull from this thread. Because again, it's written by somebody who's like hired to give the least charitable take, I guess. But it would be really bad if we happen to have like the entire response thing that we could go through, where we could get a much better explanation as to what has occurred. So yeah, this is kind of the preempt of that
series of videos. As a student of psychology, I do find the topic intriguing as there have been many claims made. But when I dived into the topic more, I discovered what are Dogpack's 2 alternate Reddit accounts, that 5 head guy and MrBeast Creative, which have gone completely unnoticed in the media and gives us a deeper look into who Dogpack really is. Dogpack, before being fired.
So my assumption based off what I've heard about this video is that Dogpack was kind of a dick sucker superfan who wanted to work for MrBeast. Is that about the roundabout here? Like, am I getting that correct? That's what like the leaked accounts showcase, I guess. At best, maybe he's done some of the same tactics for bringing in viewers and such. I guess the angle that Chud wants me to look at here is to paint him as a disgruntled employee of some kind. Though I don't know if I would go as far to say that. Maybe my opinion will change depending on what I see here tonight.
In his own words, does not consider aesthetic CGI as being fake.
You try to add them in post, but as a viewer, you notice the train tracks look a little off, and you start getting skeptical. Next, you notice the spinning bus wheels look fake, the pit looks fake. Is that guy fake? It just makes everything feel fake. Okay, so
I'm guessing that's the older video.
that's all the criticism, and I could be completely wrong.
In his application video, he even states it only makes it feel fake and doesn't actually know if it is CGI or not.
This train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is...
Now, this is the kind of thing, like, maybe his opinion has changed, right? But this is the kind of, like, 1-2, hey, here is what he said previously in comparison to what he says now about this stuff, that my brain immediately jumps to, like, okay, so we're obviously getting the least charitable, like, the same way the lawyers are going to paint him as negatively as possible in the cease and desist letter is the same way that now I view basically everything he said about MrBeast. Now, there are obviously some truths there. People who are quote-unquote, Vosh term, bad faith, do spit truths, so there's no one here going to deny the fact that MrBeast hired a registered sex offender, okay? Or that people, including MrBeast and others, hand-waved the Chris Tyson stuff away
who is
for a
Monty
long
King?
time.
Nicholas DeOrio?
That there is value to looking into the illegal lottery. I know I have to go through this diatribe every single time I talk about this, just to then get called a MrBeast defending controlled opposition person or something like that. But, like, when I hear stuff like this, stuff that really doesn't matter whether MrBeast fakes videos or not, in the sense that, like, he uses CGI, which ultimately literally has no impact on really anything, that's where I start to go, okay, so this is the uncharitable parts of the video.
Application video, he even states it only makes it feel fake and doesn't actually know if it is CGI or not.
This train track is CGI, these bus wheels are CGI, this explosion is fake, this shredder is CGI, this car is digitally lifted, this pit is fake, this guy is fake.
Yet in his YouTube expose video on MrBeast, he makes the definitive claim that everything is CGI or fake.
The train track was CGI, bus wheels are CGI, pit is fake. That's probably his best rebuttal. However, when that video came out, Train versus Pit, Jimmy received a lot of criticism about using CGI in that video. That when MrBeast was criticized for that video specifically, he was on Twitter and in YouTube comments.
I want you to remember, as we get on to this night of content, that the stuff we're arguing about right here in these interviews, in these videos, is whether train tracks are, like, train track CGI is fake. Okay, that's the stuff we're being told to care about, whilst there are more serious allegations, even levied by these parties, okay? I'm going to call back to this later on, but I want that to be in the back of your head, that we're being forced to care about train track CGI right now.
Denying the use of CGI.
While yes, some of these scenes could include aesthetic CGI, for Dogpack to claim the entire scene is fake is incorrect by his own definition. Also, Dogpack claims MrBeast defended the use of CGI on different platforms, but when we look into MrBeast's response around this video, we find that he only liked one comment on his own video. MrBeast did reply to a tweet claiming the video is fake and never defends the use of any CGI, but making the factual claim that the buses did fall into the pit. At no point did MrBeast talk about CGI regarding this video that I could find, which doesn't mean he lied about the CGI. This is where we can start to see a pattern of constant lying and walking back previous comments and beliefs over the course of his public statements. When Dogpack first threatened to release his first video, he claimed he would only post if the company doesn't fire Ava, even oddly stating, "I want them to know who I am," before going on to make the claim again that he just wants Ava fired. Within the next few days, MrBeast then fires Ava from the company in a public statement on Twitter. The very same day, Dogpack then releases his first video, and eventually his second, exposing MrBeast on a multitude of different claims.
I mean, that's obvious. Whatever you give into demands of people, they're going to push forward. This is why I said don't pay Jake Weddle.
And then in an interview with Quinn Theo a week after the second video, he changes his motive.
This guy seems okay. I was supposed to get in a call with him. I just haven't had time. I don't know. We had a minor back and forth on Twitter. I don't have any super negative things to say about him at this time. And if I do, it'll be after we have a conversation and completely independent of that conversation. I feel like I owe this one person the private call I said we'd have before I blast them on stream again.
And reasoning once again.
I mean, dude, I just want them to like hear me out and see the evidence I have and fire the bad apples and take accountability and then.
The next day after this video, an employee of MrBeast reached out to Dogpack and mentioned he should send any information to the independent investigator looking into MrBeast. His response to this was to once again go against his own word and doesn't seem to send over any info or even help with the claims he feels so concerned about, leading me to believe he doesn't actually want to help any people that may be.
This leads me to believe another thing I've been saying the entire time. This guy is just completely not capable of handling allegations of this magnitude. He's showcased this effortlessly throughout his 3 videos thus far, and his conduct throughout them, and in promotion of those videos and stuff like this is literally something that needed to be handed off to a different person.
Affected. For someone who posted memes and made a public spectacle of exposing MrBeast and even once gloated about being hired by MrBeast in the MrBeast subreddit, which I'll talk more on in a minute, it's hard not to question what Dogpack's real intentions are with these videos since being fired.
We're all monkeys. We will lie if we have to. I mean, of course. I just try to be honest, I guess.
As Dogpack states,
See, that's probably clipped. Like, I don't know why Chud want to... I'm assuming Chud had the same problem with me. That clip you're seeing of Dogpack right here is as cropped as some of like the MrBeast hates women comments in Dogpack's most recent video.
Which I'll talk more on in a minute. It's hard not to question what Dogpack's real intentions are with these videos since being fired.
We're all monkeys. We will lie if we have to. I mean, of course. I just try to be honest, I guess.
As Dogpack states, he tries...
I mean, like... Okay.
Tries to be honest, yet when he originally talks about his employment period, he largely exaggerated the amount of time he was actually employed and doesn't even mention being fired.
I was contacted by the company back in February 19th, and then February 22nd, I signed a non-disclosure agreement and I started working with the company. And then after I got fired, April 19th.
Again, as you can see, Dogpack never claims to be fired in his original posts, nor does he say that he was actually fired on April 19th, which leads me into this next blatantly false accusation.
Now, isn't it true that we found out he only worked there for 3 weeks? That like he was literally only working for MrBeast for 3 weeks.
Against MrBeast in his first video. In this review by Dogpack, we can see that he actually enjoys the newer formula, even comparing the taste as about the same as a Hershey's Kiss. While I can agree that chocolate is not going to make a person healthier, this next accusation is entirely misleading.
He's changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
I'd like to start off by pointing
This is like when people start, I don't even remember this from the first video. This is like the same thing as when people get mad at Prime for being a Gatorade clone.
He compared 2 wildly different sized bars and only showed calories and sugar for the entire package.
Wait, really?
Rather than the actual gram to gram comparison, which would show Hershey's as having more added sugar. Dogpack referenced a king size
look, it's 43 grams and 60.
Feastables bar to a smaller sized Hershey's bar. But if you compare the Feastables king size to a king
Dude,
size...
he's literally the graph. You know the graph that's like, oh god. Anyone here, what was it? Was this like 8th? No, this was 8th grade. What math was this? Where they have the graph that's like 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 12 or something, and the graph is just misleading.
Hershey's, then the Hershey's bar is actually much worse. The way he represents this is extremely misleading, just so he can prove another fake point. Just like this next claim.
What a call to action giveaway is, at best, they are a way to buy, subscribe.
All right, I want to get to the...
Not only has he lied multiple times, but he's also knowingly made false accusations against MrBeast. A consistent pattern we continue to see from Dogpack.
I've got Chucky's tweet here. He said, "You won't get in a video unless your family or friends are with someone that works at Beast."
I don't know what he's quoting. He's putting things in quotation marks, but I never said that. So just straw man argument. They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million.
With this claim, we see Dogpack dodge a question because of quotations. While wording isn't completely accurate, he
Yeah, that's true. That's absurd.
Never said that. So just straw man argument. They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will not win $1 million.
Like, that seems like something, if MrBeast is going to sue, that would be one of the places to hit. That's just like how could he possibly know that, working at the company for 3 weeks? How would he possibly know? Well, what was his position?
They are never random subscribers. If you subscribe, you will...
Like, to say that with absolute certainty.
Not win $1 million.
With this claim, we see Dogpack dodge a question because of quotations. While wording isn't completely accurate, he has in fact made this very similar claim in his video and also across his Reddit multiple times, even calling it a straw man argument, which funny enough is exactly what he did by discarding the comment he has clearly made a large amount of times, continuing a pattern of lying and now starting to show signs of manipulation and diversion, which leads me to my next point.
Now, MrBeast intentionally manipulates these children's vulnerable minds for profit using 3 simple steps, which closely align with the
All right, so this is the stuff that Chud wanted me to look at. In this case, he's going to make an argument here about how Jimmy is trying to manipulate children to watch content. That is obviously, for longtime fans of the channel, one of my favorite arguments.
3 major types
I love when this one is used.
of behavioral learning.
Dogpack claims that MrBeast uses psychological manipulation against children to persuade them into subscribing, which for someone who cares so much about the impact content has against children, it's interesting how much psychological manipulation and gambling tactics he intended to use, as seen here in his application video.
Follow any of these hierarchical threads down to their lowest fundamental truths. You'll usually end up at studies on
This guy's got a fucking... Dude, the flowchart that he used to expose MrBeast was the one that he was using to get a job.
Right.
That's so funny. Like, this guy, literally, everything he creates looks like a fucking crime scene
down to
investigation.
their lowest
You know what this looks like? This looks like the graph in Nerd City's video exposing Jake Paul for how much of his video was an advertisement.
fundamental truths. You'll usually end up at studies on viewer psychology, the limbic system, or human evolution.
Dude, what the fuck?
Fundamental truths. You'll usually end up at studies on viewer psychology, the limbic system, or human evolution, just like the innate human desires. So the goal, as I see it, is to identify and collect viral components and then assemble them in new ways to create a new improved system.
As you have seen, Dogpack is not new to psychological research and brain research, even openly admitting to using it if hired by MrBeast with his new and improved system in.
All right. Listen, sure. I think we all lie on our resume. I don't think this guy's using any psychological research. Like, he doesn't come off as that bright, chat.
Dogpack system, he intends to use gambling techniques to encourage a longer viewership, or he plans to psychologically maximize the viewer retention. Dogpack even...
Holy shit. In gambling, the purpose of a near miss is to encourage future play by making the player feel like winning. If you make 30% of a slot machine spin, if you make 30% of your slot machine spins miss, you'll maximize how long people will want to play in the absence of reinforcement, more effective than either 15 or 45%. That seems to be the sweet spot for persistent behavior. Yeah, he's literally giving gambling
encourage a longer viewership,
facts.
Or he plans to psychologically maximize the viewer retention. Dogpack even admits to knowing how to effectively affect a viewer's behavior by inflicting a reward system, and that if you want a behavior to continue, you should be more unpredictable with your rewards. Also in his expose video, he made the exact same claim that MrBeast uses the near-miss tactic, which is funny how he wanted to bring it into the company and use it himself. Dogpack has clearly heavily studied psychology and
is he mad they like stole his ideas?
Reports on how a viewer's brain interacts with content. With his claims that MrBeast uses manipulation against his viewers, yet he himself has written documents and even admits to creating a new and improved system to use against MrBeast's young audience. So when it comes to Dogpack, I don't believe he truly cares about childhood development. He clearly planned and wanted to use gambling techniques.
All right, so the rest of the video is fairly pointed, but again, this is why Chud wanted me to look at this. He wanted me to see the fact that like there is his opinions on what he could have brought to the table to aid MrBeast, and then there are his public-facing criticisms, which I believe most people would classify as pretty glaring hypocrisies. And again, we'll come back to this. We're here for a minute. Now the Cope and Seed thread has come out. The Daily Mail has released an article on MrBeast stuff a few days ago where they include the full cease and desist and named Dogpack 404. And as we're thinking of having looking at him anyway, here's a thread to enjoy. So Beckett puts out this whole thread, and it's fairly long, going through the entire cease and desist, plus a bunch of other little tidbits and tricks that we're going to look through right now. And it was in an article on the Daily Mail that nobody had looked at. I think I was tipped off like a day or so prior that this was going to come out or whatever, and I just didn't really talk about it because I figured, let's see how the audience looks at it. And the reason is, again, this comes from MrBeast's team. So if your problem with Dogpack's videos is that you're getting the least charitable interpretation or blatant hypocrisies at points, or I guess what is it, like half-baked allegations, right? You're going to find probably similar stuff here. That being said, it is interesting to hear the other side's perspective if Jimmy's not going to make a formal response. I do want to kind of see what angle they've taken with it, so I am pretty interested to read this. So the firm Quinn Emanuel, is this the Harvey Weinstein lawyer? I do love when people say that someone is entirely 100% guilty because they hired lawyers who worked for other bad people. Yeah, that's this guy. Cool. Okay, recently been retained by MrBeast and its founder, Jimmy Donaldson, regarding the unsolicited news that you have been embarking on unsettling news that you've been embarking on a campaign to disparage MrBeast as a company. Let me pull up some. This firm has been recently retained by MrBeast and the founder, Jimmy Donaldson, regarding the unsettling news that you've embarked on a campaign to disparage MrBeast as a company and defame Jimmy as an individual. Not only are your statements about MrBeast and Jimmy untrue, they also violate the clear, binding, and enforceable terms of your confidentiality and non-disclosure agreement. Oh no, chat! We love non-disclosure agreements from YouTubers. We must defend this one. Absent your immediate compliance and demands, MrBeast and Jimmy Donaldson prepare to take the full necessary legal steps to protect their reputation and business. Yeah, I doubt it. Even then, we have reason to believe that your conduct has already adversely impacted MrBeast and Jimmy, and we reserve all right to pursue monetary damages to rectify any and all harm you might have caused. When you joined MrBeast as a trial period employee in March of 2024, you voluntarily entered a binding NDA agreement with MrBeast. That NDA agreement included a social media restriction clause. Chat! No! The disgruntled employee has violated his social media restriction clause. Oh, what an asshole. I don't care about any of this so far. Yeah. You have to willfully violated this clause by posting about MrBeast and your employer with MrBeast on social media. Specifically, you've made numerous posts to Reddit under the name MrBeast Creative and to Twitter and YouTube under the username Dogpack404. In one video, you even held up your NDA agreement with MrBeast while willfully violating its terms by discussing MrBeast and publicly posting videos on YouTube. In your videos and posts, you have levied false and defamatory allegations against MrBeast and Jimmy Donaldson. You have no understanding of the inner workings of MrBeast, given that you only spent 3 weeks with the company. I did not know that. And if that's true, which I think it is, there are a lot of assumptions being made here. Wow. Okay. So that's one. That's not good. I'm sorry. Where were we? You have no understandings of the inner workings of MrBeast, given that you've only spent 3 weeks at the company on a trial basis before you were fired for conduct even you have categorized as inappropriate. I know why he was fired. Is it in Connor's video? If it's not in today's Connor video, I think it's in tomorrow's Connor video. Do you want to know why he got fired? I know why he got fired. Is it in Connor's video? I don't see one person sending it to me. Let me see. I'm gonna check. I don't want to ruin Connor's video. Unless he gives me the go-ahead that I can say it. Maybe I'll just go rogue. Yeah, it's in here. Okay, the reason why Dogpack got fired is supposedly he was... supposedly, chat, he was... They were like, yo, what monitor would you like to keep doing your work? Basically, he was with the company for like 3 weeks as a new shift manager that came in, and he didn't really know who to report to. So he just, I guess, didn't report for a whole week to like anybody. And this is during his trial period when he's working there. So he gets fired in 3 weeks, apparently. But in the time that he was there, he'd heard, I guess, that the people were getting these new cool VR headsets. And he put in an IT request for his workstation to be an Apple Vision Pro. Look, dude, I'm sorry.
What is Bunty
That's
King to you?
so funny.
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
Yo, we're gonna put the thumbnail. It's gonna be his fucking face wearing this stupid headset. Oh God! Now, I saw the message he sent to Connor. He was like, "Listen, I know they're not good for productivity now, but I thought it would be a good idea. Other people are getting them, so I was gonna put in." But I think the fucked part is that he submitted it to somebody, and the request went through. So like, I don't know if he ever received it, but I think they bought it. That's the toy. Yeah, that's the toy. The toy is the Apple Vision Pro, which I guess, I mean, in hindsight, around that time, it was being touted as a productivity machine, okay? Listen, MrBeast is being uncharitable here, okay? You didn't even make it to the end of your 90-day trial period without repeatedly ignoring your supervisor and attempting to secretly spend company resources on something you described as a toy. Now, obviously, he's going to say, well, I tried to get it through your IT department, so I'm not really sure how that's secret. During your brief period, MrBeast sought to attribute your inappropriate conduct to... Wait, during your brief period at MrBeast, you wanted to say the reason why you sucked was because of programming, because you were raised with an iPad.
I don't respect you. So I respect them.
No! What am I gonna do?
You don't get it. I'm bad at working because I'm an iPad baby and I'm super depressed. All right. So it's stuff like this that we're seeing right here that are going to probably be the least charitable interpretations of what happened. These are people who are threatening to sue Dogpack saying this. So please, I can't stress enough, take this with a grain of salt. I know we're making fun of the guy, but that's really funny. It's really funny, but like, we don't know for a fact if that's even 2/4 of the truth, you know? That's half, by the way, in case you aren't mathing it. Well, in case you were raised with an iPad and you can't do the math. Oh, God. During your brief period at MrBeast, you sought to attribute your inappropriate conduct to programming for being raised with access to an iPad and bad mental health. But there's no excuse to acknowledge the terms of your agreement while simultaneously going out of your way to violate them. On your last day at MrBeast in April, the day you were fired, you pleaded for your job back, insisting MrBeast was a place you wanted to work. You asked for a second chance for your trial period and asked to reapply later to the company. You even sought advice on how to be successful if you were to apply or work for MrBeast again in the future, unlike narratives you spun to cast yourself as the victim when being terminated for conduct that, at a minimum, demonstrates you lack judgment. Your communication, you communicated your desire to be a part of MrBeast, and it remained unchanged over the course of a nearly hour-long meeting. So, if I had to guess, I guess he does respond to this. He's going to say something like, yeah, I mean, everyone needs to plead for their job. I needed money at the time, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to guess that's probably his side of this. And that's what the public would accept too, because anybody who wants to keep their job would probably say, hey, I love working here. But again, this is like, I didn't know this guy worked there for 3 weeks. I didn't know this guy was fired under this kind of circumstance. I feel like, bare minimum, if there's any truth to this, it probably should have been set up front. Especially after, like, hearing this is kind of weird after millions of people are already super empathetic. To find out why he was fired this late in the game feels kind of shady. But I guess that's about all I could say so far from this. Let's see. That is because the information you were exposed to during your trial period at MrBeast confirmed that it is a great company and a great place to work. Your more recent social media posts occurred at a time when you have had no new information or insight from inside MrBeast. Instead of speaking to the positive experience you had at MrBeast that apparently caused you to desperately want to return to the company, your posts contain misinformation and false statements designed to harm MrBeast and Jimmy. So this is about the NDA. It contains disclosure, okay, blah, 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 employer personal. Yeah, I don't care. He can't talk about the inner workings of MrBeast. We already know that. Here. Through often misguided and ill-informed due to your brief and limited experience at MrBeast, you have been posting on Twitter, YouTube, and Reddit about MrBeast's video production methods, view generation techniques, and employee/personal information. These are unauthorized disclosures that appear to be part of a deliberate attempt to harm MrBeast's business. They're also in violation of the agreement you signed with MrBeast. You are not permitted to share any information that touches on the above categories to any person. MrBeast demands. It should be apparent from this letter that MrBeast takes your unlawful conduct seriously and is committed to getting to the bottom of each and every violation of your agreement during the brief trial period of MrBeast and subsequently your departure. Among other potential claims, MrBeast believes your conduct gives rise to claims against you for breach of contract and defamation. Please be advised that MrBeast is prepared to seek damages. Okay, he's going to sue them. For avoidance of doubt, because you complained about lack of clarity, your nearly hour-long recorded termination meeting, MrBeast is prepared to take the appropriate legal action against you if you do not cease posting. Okay, so what we got out of this whole thing is he worked there for 3 weeks. He got fired for requesting an Apple Vision Pro and apparently getting it. I don't know if he ever actually got it in hand, but apparently it was purchased. And he doesn't really, we would have to like lean a lot harder on the people he's getting from inside there for credibility, because he wouldn't really have much, because he wouldn't really have, I mean, think about where have you worked that you could explain the inner workings of their business model after working there for 3 weeks. Well, now listen, I know I'm giving a tall order right now, asking YouTube chat when the last time they worked a real job is. The only way that I could do that would be more difficult is if I called other YouTubers and I asked them about it. Imagine I called Turkey Tom right now and I go, you know, the last time you worked a job there for 3 weeks, did you feel like you had a good understanding of their business model? And then Tom would be like, I make fucking $100,000 a week, you asshole. I can buy 50 of your houses and cars. And I'd be like, okay, sure, fair, whatever, cool, nice. Yeah, so... yeah, 3 weeks, no chance. I don't think that, like, that... I'm sorry, that brings a little bit of doubt. I think all this stuff should be openly disclosed from day one. Seems like this lines up with Dogpack working with MrBeast around 3 weeks from the time he signed the NDA. This might come as a surprise, as some of his Reddit AMA is a bit misleading. Also, to no one's surprise, the NDA looks like it could be an issue. All right. As for the violation of the NDA, I'm sure he violated it. I also don't give a fuck if a person is whistleblowing from a big YouTube company. Listen, somebody found out that MrBeast hired a registered sex offender. I don't care who got me that information. That information is good information. And even if that came from a whistleblowed employee, I don't care. Fuck the company, I guess, in my opinion. I don't know. That being said, I wouldn't necessarily be taking that if I didn't want to get sued, and he still might. But yeah, I'm not going to condemn him for whistleblowing or being a mouthpiece for smarter people who actually have legitimate stuff to say. Yeah. So, here we go. Any anonymous proof of employment? I showed my face with pay stubs on my Twitter. Is there a reference to be disclosed later from the beginning of the Kendrick line? In the video, you mentioned employment from February to May, but posted March to May. Just curious, what's the difference? I was working a bit with them in February, trial period in March, then a 90-day contract from April 1st to the end of June. So... I'm guessing this means like, hey, I didn't want to tell you I only worked there for 30 days, so I just kind of left out the part that I didn't make it to June. In fact, I probably didn't even make it to the end of May. April 1st, yeah, 30 days. He made it to like the beginning of May. Yeah, I guess that's pretty misleading. There we go. But personally, we found a section going over his exit from the company particularly hilarious, where he apparently characterized his own conduct as inappropriate and attempted to secretly spend company funds on a toy. As most of you know, Dogpack's third video has been getting less than positive responses due to claims within it. So let's move on and just dig into him a bit. Dogpack is mostly known on Reddit as MrBeast Creative. But to really understand him, we need to introduce you to his alternate account, that 5-head guy. That's me. Hello. 1 month ago. I was told to post here. I used to work for MrBeast, horrible company, AMA or something. What does it say? 2 connections to my application exists on Reddit. That 5-head guy. Okay, so that's his alt. Pitching ideas until something happens the final day. So these are his posts where he's like, trying to pitch Jimmy video ideas, I guess. This alt account seems to be the reason why he was hired. Basically, he used the subreddit to get the attention of MrBeast's team, pitching ideas.
Today, we're going to be begging for a job in the MrBeast subreddit.
Yeah, that's him.
Today, I wanted to do a video showing my process of coming up with ideas. This is sort of to show the MrBeast team how I operate, but also I think this could be a good resource for other people trying to do YouTube. Which, by the way, someone from MrBeast did DM me, and I did send him the $1,000, so something should be happening pretty soon. I'm going to talk broadly about how I approach problems, systems framework, thinking from first principles, feedback and iteration.
How did this get upvoted? Were people like, damn, dude, this guy knows his shit?
Video.
So this is the video that the other guy was pulling from.
Since there's no lexicon for the anatomy of a video, I'll just refer to all subsystems as components to keep it simple. So every video exists as a hierarchy of components that evolve to have better environmental fitness, for example, blank for money format. One way I would build from analogy would be to change the type of play component and to the algorithm, the top.
Okay, so this guy knows what he's doing. However, Jimmy was not Dogpack's first love. It seems like he also did this with the XQC subreddit until he felt ignored and became annoying and it was told to fuck off. Resume Andy. Jesus. Yo, X. I'm a LA juicer. I worked on influencer merch for Zoomies. Tell me what you want. I can send you designs to review with chat. Is XQC actually a cuck? Well, colloquially, cuck often refers to having a cuckold fetish, where one actively seeks out and engages in a cuckoldery, or the act of watching their partner seek sexual satisfaction from others. By the aforementioned definition, there is no evidence that XQC is a cuck.
A person?
Is this an AI
Nicholas
thing?
DeOrio?
Was this created with AI? What is this? This is a joke, right? This is Grok. Yeah, this is definitely Grok. He didn't write this. That's too funny to be true. Also, despite Dogpack's claims to never have been a drug user on that alt, it seems to tell a different story. At one point on oh my god, how far did you dig? On drug use allegations. Who cares if this guy's a drug addict? To be clear, some people can't tell when I'm joking. I've never been a drug user. Weed makes me anxious. I tried microdosing shrooms for depression and anxiety for a week over 3 months ago. Okay. I think I died. Dude, when I remind this, get Ask Grok out of the fucking way. Jesus. Dude, when I read this, it reminded me exactly of my first shallow DMT experience. Shallow meaning I didn't go to hyperspace. I fully left my body and was extremely at peace. Okay. Sick. Are any of these anything? These were just very common on the local trail. I'm guessing this is a mushroom thing. Yeah, mushrooms. What is this? Been sitting in my hot car for months. Recoverable or is it trash? Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. I don't know if it's possible to like add to. Again, I don't care if he did drugs. To be honest, he kind of looks like someone who does drugs. I just kind of assumed. Here's Dogpack posting on Maine about Jimmy being the Antichrist. That has been funny. Yeah, let me pull this off. I guess some talking points you tinfoil hatters might find interesting. YouTubers are financially incentivized to promote content, consumerism to their young audiences because advertisers are willing to pay more. Multiple MrBeast employees, including real Christians, suggested to me that MrBeast might be under the control of Satan. Lots of weirdos at the company. See Chris Tyson. Look, I'm not Christian, but something about the Book of Revelation. Jimmy bought a church and converted it into a studio, literally removing the imagery of Jesus and replacing it with a mark of the beast. He also died and rose on the third day after being buried alive for 50 hours. He performs great miracles. Also, he endorses Neuralink, which adds up to 666 somehow. People I spoke to very strongly believe that Neuralink was the mark of the beast. Yeah, probably some of other stuff I'm forgetting. People don't talk about the biblical beast enough. This was in the initial document. Nobody watched this. Yeah, there was a whole paragraph on how Jimmy is the fucking Antichrist. The biblical beast. Yeah, this was in Connor's video. He took this out of what was going to be in the final script, I think. Or maybe it was only ever going to be in the other thing. Yeah, no, he's schizo-maxing. Yeah. The biblical beast. I only mention this theory because multiple employees at MrBeast brought it up in a way that seemed like they unironically thought Jimmy might be controlled by Satan. I'm agnostic. Number 1. He calls himself Beast. Number 2. Why is this grok thing in my way? Jesus. He died and rose on the 3rd day. Number 4, he performs miracles like healing the blind. Number 5, he's used deception to cultivate a large following. Number 6, he bought a church and replaced it with his own logo. MrBeast, now performing miracles for millions to see, he's unironically the Antichrist. The second beast performed great miracles. It made fire come down from heaven to earth in the sight of everyone, and deceived all the people living on earth by means of miracles, which it was allowed to perform in the presence of the first beast. The beast told them to build an image in honor of the beast that had been wounded by the sword and yet lived. What is the mark of the beast? Don't watch MrBeast. Nursery rhyme. LMAO. That's a joke, obviously. On performative charity, but when you give to the needy, don't you let your left hand know. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. I cut this part of the video because it's obviously extreme speculation. Jesus Christ. What do I got here? You know he uploaded the entire segment? Wait, what? Oh my god, you're joking. And I leaked all my DMs, sick.
To each their own. The only reason I'm talking about this theory that, MrBeast is the Antichrist or whatever, is because it's so popular that multiple people, MrBeast works in the Bible Belt, and multiple people at MrBeast talked to me about this theory as if they legitimately believe there is a chance that MrBeast is the Antichrist. And as I talk about this, keep in mind with religious texts, there's many different translations and interpretations. Okay, I just watched like one video and read the Wikipedia article on the Book of Revelation.
This guy's got some Destiny research going here.
I'm just gonna present the evidence that MrBeast is the Antichrist as I see it, and it's quite baffling to be honest. So the Book of Revelation is the final part in the Christian Bible. It is a prophecy describing how the world will end. It describes two beasts. First, the beast from the sea, who is the Antichrist, and the second beast from the earth, which is the false prophet.
Dude, people are like, Nick, all right, he had to post that segment because, well, time is running out, Nick. He couldn't vet that segment, but he wouldn't just put anything willy-nilly in his videos. Well, I guess he took this part out. I don't know.
The theory is actually that MrBeast is the second beast, by the way. This second beast performed great miracles. It made fire come down out of heaven to earth in the sight of everyone, and it deceived all of the people living on earth by means of the miracles which it was allowed to perform in the presence of the first beast. So this second beast is a false prophet performing great miracles as a means of distraction to get people to worship him. When MrBeast first started seeing success on YouTube, he bought a church.
Where the heck are we? And what do you film here?
Yeah, so to be specific, you're in a church. So when I first started, there's just no warehouses or studios in Greenville, North Carolina. Yeah. So there are.
He bought like the cheapest building possible, I imagine.
The churches though, we're in the Bible Belt. Yeah. So I bought a church, and then we converted it by just like basically taking all the pews out, and just converted it into a studio.
Literally removing imagery of Jesus and replacing it with the mark.
He couldn't get Pope Francis to co-sign the segment, so he had to cut it out. Holy, the dude's cooking without anything in the pot. He's just burning the stove.
Of the beast. MrBeast also died and then rose on the third day. MrBeast has performed great miracles. And MrBeast teaches children to worship money, which the Bible clearly describes as the root of all evil. In
Dude, least religious agnostic.
the Bible, Christ also warns, beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly.
You know what's crazy is if Augie was here, he'd be like, dude, this guy's spitting. Bro, if Augie was still here.
Oh no, what am I gonna do?
If Augie was still here, he'd be like, dude, no, this is fucking great. What are you talking about? This guy's finally talking some sense, dude.
They are ravenous wolves. Now, the main function of this second beast or false prophet is to get the world to worship the first beast. He is not the Antichrist. He is the spokesperson
Dude, they
for
made his
the
eyes
Antichrist.
black.
And the false prophet also causes people to get the mark of the beast, which is a mark literally placed on the forehead or the wrist of an individual. The Bible describes that without this mark, people will not be able to buy or sell. But getting this mark is considered an unforgivable sin. So if MrBeast is the second beast, who is the first?
PewDiePie.
Well, some Christians speculate that the mark of the beast will be a medically implanted computer chip.
Oh, it's Elon Musk! It's fucking Elon Musk.
Something that MrBeast has expressed great interest in.
The Neuralink actually works, and you can be in symbiosis with technology and just download things to your brain. You'll be able to make so much money that it doesn't matter how much the procedure will cost. So I think like the first few would probably go for an absurd amount of money, right? Because like even if you had $0, you could just hypothetically borrow $100,000, get it, because once you have infinite, bandwidth to unlimited knowledge, you could make unlimited money.
Money. I feel like he's just making people.
Anyway, guys, thanks for being so supportive at the beginning of the stream. Just want to shout you guys out for being awesome.
But less human.
Probably.
For sure.
Probably.
How long is this, Mr. This was a 4-minute segment on the Antichrist. Someone loves this guy very much and told him to cut this from the video, and then he just didn't listen and gave it to us anyway.
For sure.
Probably.
Yeah, for sure. He's making people less human.
Probably.
MrBeast has been a spokesperson for Elon Musk on many occasions, but he's also been a spokesperson for Steve Jobs and PewDiePie and Mark Rober.
I called it. Wait, Mark Rober is the mark of the beast, dude.
Jobs and PewDiePie and Mark Rober, the mark of the beast. Obviously, this is all up to your interpretation. Personally, what makes the most sense to me is that the Antichrist would not be a person, but a company. The company of YouTube or Google. I mean, Google.
I wish this was in the first video because it would make everything that came after so much easier. I would be allowed to criticize it if you put this in. I mean, like, am I wrong here, dude? What? Dude, he dodged such a bullet by cutting this.
Did drop their strange motto of "Don't be evil," and MrBeast has dedicated his life to promoting YouTube. He's inexplicably motivated to do so. Again, this is sick lore. Personally, I don't believe any of it literally, except for the fact that I do believe YouTube will cause the death of humanity.
The problem with him is he's so deadpan, so emotionless in delivery, that it genuinely becomes difficult to determine when he's joking. Obviously, the death of humanity thing is a joke, but like, you don't do a 4-minute satirical segment on MrBeast being the literal Antichrist and stuff it into a video about like actual serious allegations in the company. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna just take this is like schizo theory. This is schizo 101. But now, remember all those things I told you to remember pretty early on? We're at the meat, eggs, and potatoes, folks. This is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. This is where we're going to get to his responses in a minute. We're going to hear all he has to say. But we have to talk about the friendship circle. All right. This is where it gets good. Is there anything else in here that's super valuable? We have a couple more of these. Back to Dogpack made a few claims. MrBeast lists himself as a former employee. He accused MrBeast of running a shady sweepstakes in February while he was working with them. Well, he wasn't working with them because he was working with them in March. His criticism team sees isn't new either. He seemed pretty critical on an alt account. Yeah, he probably just wanted to work there. He wanted, quote unquote, money. He wanted the beast. That's why he was shilling out to XQC and MrBeast. But here we go. This is where it gets good. This is good. This is where it gets good, folks. I'm so excited.
Hello,
This woman looks psychotic, and I love it. Okay, I've never seen someone wear what are those cat ears? That's not a cat ear, is it? Is that what animal is that? Holy shit, this woman looks crazy.
Everybody, welcome to a grill.
Any pause, chat. That pause?
Hello?
Pick a pause, chat. Any pause.
Oh, everybody, welcome to a grill.
Bear ears? Yeah.
Oh, that's Keemstar's channel, sorry. Hey, Hey, how y'all doing today? We need to talk about something that came up just recently, and it does have to do with controlled op, best friends with Jimmy Donaldson, star.
Brother. So she's not having a good day. Just to be clear, she's already not having a good day here.
Now, do I know for a fact that Keemstar...
Listen, I'm not saying every woman who comes on this fucking, like, who fights with us has, like, 8-year-old meme vocabulary, but holy shit, dude. Some of this stuff feels dated.
Star.
Brother,
Now, do I know for a fact that Keemstar, that's not his real name, girl. I mean, it's like, that's why I'm calling him Hakeem, girl, because I can't get, you are 45 years old. Can we call the man his name at this point, y'all, please? Anyway, so, apparently MrBeast is about to make some type of clapbacks.
Dude, every pause, this woman looks like she's holding a knife. She looks like Jeff the Killer in every screenshot. I love this.
Okay. The boys are going crazy on the internet, and now they've even dragged me into...
Why is she whispering so aggressively?
Okay. The boys are going crazy on the internet, and now they've even dragged me into it. They're trying to mess up my good name, and honestly, really...
This is what would happen if Gronk became a commentator.
The truth about it is, I don't give a shit what y'all think about me. I do not care. Please, there's an unsubscribe button down there. Please click it as fast as you can. Go away and don't come back, because I do not work for you. I don't work for you, and I don't give a shit what you think about me. But there's some lies going on, and since it's lies, I do want to just correct the record with some
What is
court
Bunty King
documents.
to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
This person
Nicholas DeOrio?
has made everything worse for Dogpack every single time they talk. Literally every single time they talk, it gets worse for Dogpack. I mean, this is the same person who was working with him, getting the stuff on James Warren, right? And then saying that, like, hey, look, I kind of said that we probably shouldn't go forward with that, but and then it was in the video anyway. I don't think I wouldn't put my name on that, but I guess you will. And now we're here, and this defense is abysmal.
Like I do. But first, let's look at this tweet, what they trying to do to my boy Dogpack. Now, y'all gonna leave him alone, okay? Because I happen to like him.
Dude, she's snapping in a Z formation, dude. I love this.
So that's why I want to make this video. All right.
Dude, she like flicks her head like she's doing the whole like.
Why? So here is a tweet of sorts, and it's from old ass man, old coot of the internet, Keemstar, and he says Dogpack 404.
Is that like Keem's first name? I guess that's like, I'm gonna say your full legal name. Is that really? Is that his name is Daniel, right? Am I wrong? She said like, well, can't we call him by his name? I'm actually so confused.
Nice enough? I don't respect you. So I respect
no! What am I gonna do? Yeah, I guess it's a joke. I don't know. She said like, I'm gonna call you by your real name. I don't know. This is the one who looks on Facebook accounts to find out stuff about court documents. So I have no idea. She gets pretty deep and down and dirty in there. I don't know. Anyone else doesn't seem to get away with that.
Suggested the use of orangutans for a MrBeast.
Okay, we didn't get to that one, but in Beckett's video, he talked about how Dogpack wanted to make a dangerous skit with orangutans, which is obviously in stark contrast to the coverage that he's given since then.
Video. Is it hypocritical to call out MrBeast for unsafe practices when you suggested a dangerous one? Well, okay, there's a lot to unpack. There's
Let's
a whole
unpack
lot
it.
to unpack here, Hakeem. And first of all, the first thing to unpack is maybe it's hypocritical, maybe it's not. What does that have to do with the fact that he's associated with PDFs?
Oh man, this is so fucking free. Yeah, maybe you're right. But what does it have to do that Jimmy is associated with Chris Tyson? I have no idea. I have a question. What does faking a train with CGI have to do with pedophiles? What does the Antichrist have to do with pedophiles? What is knowing a guy who committed fraud and hiring a guy who knew a guy who committed fraud have to do with pedophiles? The circus that you freaks have been running and taking all the fucking air out of the room from is the people criticizing the Chris Tyson stuff. You guys have sucked all the air out of the room to talk about shit that doesn't matter. And now when you get the slightest bit of pushback, it's like, you don't care about pedophile? Okay, Mrs. Max.
Hypocritical, maybe it's not. What does that have to do with the fact that he's associated with PDFs?
Oh, ooh, you sure got us.
Coming out and talking about PDF associations, SA allegations, unsafe workplace.
I agree with you. Dogpack should stick to the stuff that matters. Look, this girl is the best advocate for commentary YouTube, okay? Just apply her logic to why all of Dogpack's videos are bad.
Allegations of...
This is what we've been asking for, chat. This is what we wanted.
Allegations and every other thing else, and the one thing you decided your 45-year-old crusty old cute personality of the internet, the one thing you decide to talk about is to attack the whistleblower. I've seen this a few times, seen it a few times, and in fact that's why I wanted to talk about these two.
Maybe you should give your whistleblower friends some advice to stick to the shit that actually fucking matters
in today's video. Not only have I seen it a few times,
what is Bunty King to you? A person? Who is Bunty King? Nicholas DeOrio?
Instead a few times, because this, Dawson, this is a good thing. This is good that this is happening. Want to know why? Because it shows that they have searched high and low, near and far.
Is
up
this
and down
really
and
lolly?
And now we're getting a fan fiction.
All around. From here to Timbuktu, all the way to...
The fan fiction gets better as we go.
The Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Salt Lake City, Utah. And the only thing they were able to find is some crusted, dusted, busted Reddit posts that ain't that bad. So it's great news. It's great news that this is what...
Okay, so Dogpack makes huge claims based entirely off of credibility. Credibility is his biggest factor. Okay, so when you tell me that Dogpack didn't mention, okay, well, I got fired after working there for 3 weeks because I ordered an Apple Vision Pro. Okay, that's kind of bad. When you talk about how he worked there for 3 weeks, so he wouldn't really understand the inner workings of the company, I don't think a person who works there 90 days would understand the deep inner workings of the company, but maybe they talk to a few people. Now, going into like, okay, he worked there 3 weeks. Now, what did he really learn in that time frame? This is all information that super matters. Knowing what kind of person he was beforehand, knowing how he got hired to begin with, to partake in a lot of the actions that he criticized in his video on Jimmy, that's also extremely valuable information. That I think Dogpack would even expect to come up eventually, right? Like, I'm not really sure what the criticism is here.
In Salt Lake City, Utah, and the only thing they were able to find is some crusted...
What, you think because you got one guy who's criticizing, who started criticizing MrBeast when Chris Tyson went down, suddenly that everything they do is okay? Well, newsflash, bitch, I was doing the same thing. Does that make me uncriticizable now because I was calling out the Chris Tyson stuff? Am I, well, you know, Nick was saying that it's probably bad for MrBeast to hire pedophiles to work at his job. Oh, does that make it so you can never criticize me again? Because, well, I'm calling out the bad faith actors. Dude, they don't have to go to Dogpack. All the damning shit that Dogpack had, other people said to him, that would have better been placed in hands of journalists, of people who could actually produce, I don't know, articles, or YouTubers who could make better videos. If anything, this guy's a hindrance to this story, and probably going to get himself sued in the process.
Dusted, busted Reddit posts that ain't that bad. So it's great news. It's great news that this is what they're latching on to. Now, this Latter-day Saint looking ass, Scientology looking ass guy right here, also definitely, in my opinion, some type of plant, some type of controlled op. Now, do I...
Look, I saw this guy. He's got red hair. Clearly, he's some kind of plant. I can't stress this enough. I only know one guy who is paid by MrBeast, and you went on an IRL vacation to hang out with him. Okay, bro? I don't know. What are you talking about here? Okay? You met that guy in real life? That's the only guy I know who got paid.
That for sure? No, I don't know. I don't know these people from Adam, and frankly, I don't ever want to be in.
He has paid your friends more money than he has paid my friends. Like,
any of them. I do not ever want to be around any of them. I do not want any of the demons infested them to get off on me. I do not consent. I rebuke. Okay, but let's hear what this grown man, old coot, has to say about the MrBeast whistleblower. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
There are zero records of orangutans ever killing people. Trained orangutans have been moving...
Look at her fucking resting bitch face. Holy... look, the ginger man is talking. I'm supposed to not like that.
For hundreds of years, downvote me all you want. I'm right. It can be done so.
Okay, listen.
Okay, Listen, you listen here. Okay, this is Nick's T Channel Hour, and I'm going to over enunciate every word because I'm so quirky.
It's a true statement. It is a true statement. I mean, we all saw Georgia the Jungle, Tarzan, or whatever else in the hell. I mean, we saw the movies where they use orangutans. We saw it. So it's a true statement. And basically, this is what is called grasping at straws to try.
This is what they call grasping at straw. Dude, you guys just accused a guy. I'm sorry, you guys, you didn't. You were smart enough. You avoided it. Bro, your boy just said, we're too lazy to wait for the fucking thing. So, or you just accused a guy getting charged with a crime when you didn't have it in front of you. What are you talking about? I just watched a segment where he compared MrBeast to the Antichrist. How is this the line? What blinders are you wearing? What Barbie sunshades are you looking through right now in that disgustingly pink room?
Twist the narrative. I promise you, if they had something to really find on Dawson, they would have found it, and that's what they would be talking about. But this is the best they got. This is them coming out guns.
She put up that pink fucking wallpaper to hide the blood.
In full swing. We got 45-year-old grown men who need to be worrying about how they're going to pay for their retirement.
All right, I gotta Google this. I think she's spreading misinformation that I need to correct. Wait, what? There's no way. Keem's only 42. I could have sworn he was pushing 50. Well, he's not 45. I thought he was 50. He's 42 years old? Oh, I stand corrected. My bad.
Talking about orangutans in a post from 6 months ago. Okay, that's where we are. That's where we are. We're not talking about PDFs. We're not talking.
Does that mean Tommy's 50?
About the fact that
Xylee, don't you say shit, okay?
one of the people in common, I mean, Keemstar himself pretended to be very upset whenever Shut Eye Praise Jean, aka Shad Man, drew a picture of his dog.
Bro! Oh my god! Oh my god!
What am I gonna do?
Oh my god. Dude, imagine unapologetically fucking spurking out and saying that he didn't give a fuck when they drew his daughter sucking a dude's dick.
I don't respect you.
Oh my god.
About the fact
Musty, thank you so much.
that one of the people in common, I mean, Keemstar himself pretended to be very upset whenever Shut Eye Praise Jean, aka Shad Man, drew a picture of his daughter. But
bro, wait, what did he just say?
To be very upset whenever Shut Eye Praise Jean, aka
Shut Eye Praise Jean. What? I'm sorry. What is she saying? What is that? What is that? Oh, I guess that's his full legal name. Oh, okay.
A Shad Man drew a picture of his daughter, but all of a sudden he's decided to side with the people on the same side as Shut Eye Praise Jean, and it really should tell you something. It really should tell you something.
Okay, this is like Mama Maxing to the nth degree. All right, if you call out anything that Dogpack said, you're a pedophile. You love pedophiles. If you disagree with oh my god, Jesus Christ, Musty, holy shit. Listen, if you send 100, I can't say you, I can't make that joke, but thank you. But Jesus, like if you don't agree with us, you want to touch kids.
Fuck.
But holy shit, dude. So where were we? If you don't agree with MrBeast like being criticized in every single criticism, every forum, if you even slightly critique Dogpack, you're a child molester.
I don't know what side is Shut Eye Praise Jean, and it really should tell you something. It really should tell you something. I don't know what it should tell you, but maybe.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Dude, every pause is Jeff the Killer. Every single one.
Before you go to bed, and maybe.
Oh my god, bro! I unpaused her. That's what she said, bro.
Side with the people on the same side as Shut Eye Praise Jean, and it really should tell you something. It really should tell you something. I don't know what it should tell you, but maybe you could think about it tonight before you go to bed, and maybe you can come up with a conclusion. So, do I give a shit that Dawson suggested using our orangutan for the video? No, I do not care. I don't care. I do not care.
How fucking dare this orangutan brain retarded woman accuse all of us of defending fucking Shad Man to try to throw a lifeline for her idiot friend? Holy shit, dude. It's actually fucking brain dead. Like, yeah, listen, the orangutans have never harmed anyone. Until now, you've harmed me, okay? By making me sit through and watch your fucking bear ears. Holy shit, dude. This is like impossible. How do people watch you?
No, I don't. Don't care. Do you care? Do y'all care? Let's say he actually was caught on camera doing something real mean to an animal even. Let's say he was caught on camera doing
Bro, you don't have to give us this much ammo. You don't have to do this.
Not care. No, I don't. Don't care. Do you care? Do y'all care? Let's say he actually was caught on camera doing something real mean to an animal even. Let's say he was caught on camera doing something real mean to an animal. Does that mean that what he's saying is false? Or does that mean something else?
Okay, so if Dogpack rapes a cow, we have to... we are not allowed to say anything about it. That's your stance. If Dogpack molests a dolphin, okay, rapes a dolphin back, all right, we cannot say shit because he criticized Chris Tyson 4 months after me and Keem were talking about it already. Bro, go back. Dude, you want to talk about how this domino fell, bitch? It's not you, okay? It's not you. If anything, EDP has more damage done to the fucking Chris Tyson stuff than you did, all right? Has hit more shots, and EDP is like an actual pedophile, okay? Look, dude, February 13th, our A-logging of Tipster started this Chris Tyson discourse. Literally.
At the time, Keemstar's daughter was only 7 years old.
This predates everything else you guys have been doing by months. Okay, we were talking about this in February.
November 18th, 2016, Chad continued his trend of drawing real-life lolly art when he drew Lieutenant Corbis posed sexually with a microphone. Keep in mind that this girl was new to being a celebrity.
Bro, if we didn't cover... And this is everything, by the way. Everything is contained in this.
Sure, thanks. All right, guys, so as you know, there's been a lot...
Oh, look! It's Jimmy! Oh, look! It's fucking, what's it called? It's Goon Clown. Okay, we were talking about all this shit back in February. Who the fuck are you? Okay, go look at this shit, dude. This is the real tea. All right, nobody wants to give us the credit we deserve, okay? But it started at the little domino. Hey, guys, Tipster defended Lolly. Look what he said about Chris Tyson. And then all of a sudden, MrBeast's big domino just fell over, okay? You guys are tourists. We've been here, bro.
Like maybe he's not necessarily a great person, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. Because this is a very common internet tactic. Keemstar himself, old crusty coot of the internet. I mean, literally, it literally disgusts me that there's a 45-year-old man with a child on the internet who calls
Why are you bringing up his kid? You're so weird.
Drama alert. It disgusts me. It disgusts me.
What are you, 35 years old, living in a fucking pink mansion that looks like a 12-year-old's fucking room? She's like 35, right? That was my guess. Like, are you gonna just quit when you turn 40 if you haven't already made it there?
It does something to my instincts. It's like, this is what happens whenever men have to stop hunting for their food. Girl,
there's no way this girl's 22 years old. You can sue me. No fucking way. Sue me for defamation.
Maybe we should go back to a little bit of that because we have grown men. Shout out to Nicholas DeOrio. Viciously attacked.
How old are you? I'm 27, and I damn right I'm gonna be doing this shit when I'm 35. But my room's gonna be having the bisexual lighting. It's not gonna be pink. It's not gonna look like Barbie. Barbie was stabbed 19 times.
Young people on the internet for whistleblowing. And here's the last.
She's not 22, but she might have 22 filters.
This final thing of it too. I mean, girl, I could go on all day. I could write a dissertation on this old crusty coot. Okay, I could write a dissertation on this crusty coot, but I won't. Maybe I will, girl. Maybe we'll be doing the Rise and Fall of Keemstar pretty soon because I promise you when I.
Oh my god. You know, listen, I'll level with you, crazy woman. You should watch Big Bungie's video. That would be fun for you. Maybe you'd like that. The Big Bungie video on Keem.
But I won't. Maybe I will.
Dude, somewhere else, Smaggle's like, yes, he mentioned him.
Girl, maybe we'll be doing the Rise and Fall of Keemstar pretty soon because I promise you when I start looking, it ain't going to be no fluff piece like what Ethan Klein did. I can promise you that. So maybe we'll do
What kind of threat is that? What are you going to do to Keem? Like...
Rise and Fall of Keemstar.
Dude, dude, she's gonna pull up the clip of him slamming the ice cream in his face again, in the kid's face again.
Maybe
Repzilla in a wig.
We won't, because my energy is very precious. Like I said, I could go on forever. But another thing I just did want to bring up real quick before I move on from this topic: is it hypocritical to call out MrBeast for unsafe practices when you suggested a dangerous one?
This is my favorite one of the. This is like the please, my lawyer is gonna put me in a fucking in a jail cell moment.
I don't respect you. So I respect
Oh no! What am I gonna watch this? Watch this.
Just like I said, I could go on forever. But another thing I just did want to bring up real quick before I move on from this topic: is it hypocritical to call out MrBeast for unsafe practice?
You nice enough?
I don't respect.
Thank you.
So I respect
no! What am I gonna do?
Real quick before I move on from this topic: is it hypocritical to call out MrBeast for unsafe practices when you suggested a dangerous one? Even if it's
What is
hypocritical,
Bunty King
what's
to
your
you?
point?
Person?
You're missing a
Bro, there's no way. That is not the way to answer that
You
question.
suggested a dangerous one. Even if it's hypocritical, what's your point? You're
Oh my
missing a
god.
conclusion.
It's
Is it
so
the case
free.
that- I know this is going to be difficult for Keemstar because he has so much brain rot. I don't think that his logic function actually maybe ever worked, but
Yeah, okay, Your Honor. The guy who literally survives off of credibility and sells himself as the story, saying, listen, I talked to all these people. You just have to listen to what I have to say. I have all this proof. I can't show you any of it. Yes, that guy's credibility is important. 100%. If people start to question that person's motives, that would be a bad thing. Yes, duh.
certainly don't work today. And so it might be difficult for him, but for the other people who don't have so much brain rot, let's say Dawson is hypocritical. Let's say he is. Does that mean he can't be right?
I don't respect you. So I respect
no! What am I gonna do? It turns out even if you're right, you're still a pedophile if you disagree with you. So yeah, I don't know. What is the standard? If we disagree with one thing Dawson does, we support pedophiles. If this guy's a total hypocrite, we have to just let that slide, okay? Because he's repeating someone else's allegation that's right, because that person unfortunately put their trust in him rather than just going to the actual media with it. Oh my God. Thank you, Musty.
Does that mean he can't have done something hypocritical and also be right that there are unsafe practices?
It's almost like you're asking us to be rational to you while you're being like a total demon to us.
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
If you're asking me what I think happened, I think Jimmy speaks personally with Hakeem.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
By the way,
Nicholas DeOrio?
She acts like this is her big expose point. Doesn't everybody know that Jimmy and Keem have been friends for years? They act like this is some hush-hush behind-the-scenes bullshit. Do you have monkeypox?
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here? Thank you so much, Musty.
Who is the twice-divorced mom trying to reclaim her youth rambling about YouTube drama?
I can't
She somehow looks like she has braces on without having braces.
True. Holy shit. Yeah.
And they talk. I think they're friends. I have some evidence for this.
No, they are friends. Everyone knows that they're friends.
I have some evidence for this. The evidence I'm relying on to form the basis of this opinion is that...
Not an opinion. They are friends.
First of all, Jimmy lost some type of huge Bitcoin poker match or something with Keemstar.
Do you understand? Do you understand that same tweet that I made, Keem also posted?
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Do you know how much damage Keem has done this year to MrBeast's brand by pushing the Chris Tyson allegations? The biggest allegations against MrBeast prior to the registered sex offender being hired there. Do you know that was like a lot of Drama Alert's Twitter pushing that, right? Like, even when the Reddits and stuff, like, go ask Cam Nuggets. Cam Nuggets was on Twitter being like, you guys are not talking about this. Go on Reddit. Go look at all the YouTubers. They didn't want to talk about how the trans content creator was buying lolicon and hanging it on their fucking walls, okay? You know who was talking about that? Me. You know who was talking about that? Keem, okay? As much as you want to fucking make this whole argument that everyone's paid for opposition, the only person paid was Jake Weddle, and we have done so much to push that story when literally no one would pick it up because it was a trans person. Let's be real here.
And MrBeast was in possession of PewDiePie's 10 million play button. And so instead of transferring back Bitcoin, he transferred over the possession of the play button, the custody of the 10 million PewDiePie play button.
I loaned Bitcoin to MrBeast, who had a gambling problem at the time.
This is the other thing. Everyone's talking about how we're taking money from people. Her example here is that MrBeast had a gambling problem and couldn't afford to pay Keem back. So he traded a YouTube play button. Apparently this guy's so broke and private, he can't even settle debt.
PewDiePie play button.
I loaned Bitcoin to MrBeast, who had a gambling problem at the time. He didn't pay me back. MrBeast acquired this, so he paid me back with PewDiePie's diamond button. Keem,
we're so bought and sold, this guy couldn't even pay the biggest guy here.
when you got money, this is more important. Yeah, me having this conversation with you is more important than money.
There's also some more evidence that I have, and that comes from Jake Weddle, a former employee of MrBeast. There's also some more evidence that I have, and that comes from Jake Weddle.
Dude, they went on a field trip together to go stand in front of a MrBeast burger sign, and Jake's ruining the shot.
A former employee of MrBeast. Now, we're going to be doing...
I guess they went and they spent a bunch of money on Jimmy's products to film a vlog together that I guess will be released on one of their channels.
And this whole podcast coming out.
This is why I started the stream talking about like checking in with the group, because this is the group. This is the if we're the goon squad, they're like the tard cart.
Probably this week, but I'll give you a little bit of a sample right here without the audio and all that, just a little sample, where Jake Weddle is confirming that Keemstar and Jimmy speak on the phone all the time. They talk on the phone. Jake Weddle even said, I was surprised that he was doing that.
He talks on the phone like people used to talk to Jeffrey Epstein.
And in front of me, I was surprised he would talk to Keemstar in front of me, because in public, they act like they're not friends.
I get that a lot. Yeah. What, buying these nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you feel wrong doing that?
Because it's to expose them.
I honestly can't wait for this video.
Nuts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're eating D's nuts.
Yeah, why would you feel wrong doing that?
Because it's to expose them.
Dude, imagine taking $50K from MrBeast to go buy some of his products.
Next is emergency.
And they call us the controlled opposition.
No, you can see red
This guy took Jimmy's money and reinvested it with the company, and I'm being called out.
rooms in the reflections. You can see in the reflection it says restroom.
That's so fucking dumb. You know what's funny is Keemstar was in my DMs on Discord.
Oh, I heard.
Dude, this looks like you're about to hear the worst joke of your life. Dude, you ever see the picture where the guy's leaning into the girl's ear? The girl's just not there. You know the one where they post it, where it's just like a person doing a whole like unloading about something that doesn't matter? This is that, but like the girl's just not in the frame.
Don't say what I heard. Oh, no, what? Oh, what would you hear? That he talks on the phone with Jim.
They put two of the worst people in this whole situation in a room together. If you thought Jake Weddle was bad, oh boy, have you seen nothing yet.
He does. You heard it from me too. I've been in the room.
So anyway, more on that coming later. Again, that's not my opinion. That's not my words. That's not my words. That's Jake Weddle's words. I'm showing you what he said.
The thing is, like, I thought her clip from the last video wasn't that bad. I mean, it seems like she was like, hey, look, it looks like Dogpack made a bit of an oopsie. Let me just clarify this and put it in there. So she didn't seem like awful. I just thought maybe I can't really enjoy this aesthetic. It's obviously targeted to a different audience other than me. But like, she's saying that we're all basically pro fucking pedo because we disagree with her. I mean, this is insane. This is crazy. I can't give this... What charitability do I afford here? This person has obviously no respect for me. Why should I show any for her?
Okay. So then, along the lines of controlled opposition, along the lines of very, very wealthy, well-resourced companies trying to control narratives and trying to berate and defame and harass and harm whistleblowers, let me pull this little... let me pull this screenshot up for y'all. So Cam Nuggets reached out to me. Shout out Cam Nuggets.
Dude, the tart card.
Into the channel. Y'all need to go and subscribe over there because he stays on the MrBeast.
Is this what it felt like? This is like the retarded version of me, Augie, and Bo Blacks.
He sent me this picture. He sent me this picture right here on...
Okay. I have no idea what this shit's about. That's not us. I have no fucking clue what's going on here. I'm actually interested to hear her response on here because I have literally no fucking idea what she's talking about.
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
He's like, yo, the YouTube drama Reddit is crazy.
Bro, is Cam Nuggets Mexican? Like, yo, it's the YouTube drama subreddit is crazy.
He sent me this picture. He sent me this picture right here on Twitter DMs. And he's like, yo, the YouTube drama Reddit is...
Dude, she's doing the voice. All right, maybe she's based. I don't know. Maybe there's a misunderstanding.
Crazy. It's their mean over there.
Listen, we know she does a little bit of race play, okay? She's kind of based.
It's a billion views, it's only one of me. If you wanna catch me, better run a Starfleet. Curl up on my wrist, come down on my chest like 22 carats and nothing less. Like I could come for you, but it wouldn't be a fair fight. I am the whole sun, you are a nightlight.
She's gonna kill somebody in Minecraft. She's gonna kill me. I fear for my life.
Or whatever, what's up with this? Well, I mean, first of all, I don't owe a single one of y'all an explanation for what I'm doing over here. And if you heard it on the streets and you want to believe it, you can. Unsubscribe and don't come back to this channel again because I was doing just fine before you ever got here. And I'm God's favorite, so I'm going to keep doing fine after you leave. But I do have a great announcement to make, and it's another court victory. So I thought, why not I just talk about it here today? So here is the...
what is she talking about?
That's how much I care about y'all's crusty opinions. I didn't even know this Reddit existed. Fuck that surprise shitness. Well, that narrows...
Dude, didn't they like suck your whole like metaphorical cock for like every other video you posted?
Down to about 5 people. Because about 5 people...
Bro, you do not get to pretend that you're hated by YouTube drama subreddit. I think they like you. Literally. I literally think most of those people like you on there. You're not hated like we are. Don't adopt our talking points, ma'am.
Internet call me that. Okay.
Bro, you don't get to talk like that until you jump in a subreddit where people agree with you and they're like, listen, I know the problem with Nick DeOrio, but unfortunately, he's right on this one. That's when you get to start fucking flailing.
He doxed the sister of a woman she was making videos about, and one of her fans went to the woman's home and raped her. Witness knows, but hasn't said anything. Okay, well, I do know that this allegation has been made, but I also...
What?
Also know that when my lawyers asked for proof of any of that in court, the woman... Her name is Lima Yevremovich. She's now going through a divorce. She has lots of aliases. Lima Mora.
Okay, I don't need to know any of this info on this woman.
Lima Takali Yevremovich. Lima Takwali.
What the fuck is happening? Jesus Christ, dude. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We have to use our journalistic integrity.
About 5 people. Because about 5 people on the internet call me that. Okay. She doxed the sister of a woman she was making videos about, and one of her fans went to the woman's home and raped her.
Did it not?
What is Bunty King to you?
Oh no, it didn't do it.
King?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Damn. All right, one more time.
Was making videos about, and one of her fans went to the woman's home and raped her.
What is Bunty King to you?
Person.
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio.
Jesus Christ. There we go. That one worked, chat. There we go.
Knows, but hasn't said anything. Okay, well, I do know that this allegation has been made, but I also know that when my lawyers asked for proof of any of that in court, the woman, her name is Lima Yevremovich. She's now going through a divorce. She has lots of aliases. Lima Mora, April Mora, Lima Takali Yevremovich, Lima Takwali, Lima Yevremovich. I mean, there's about 16 different spellings.
Okay, I don't really need to know her full name. That's the kind of the thing with her. Has she named every single person we've talked about so far? All I know is that every time she describes someone, she uses their full legal name, basically. And in the previous one, she was searching through Facebooks. So, I mean, this is just obvious. This is a very stable person.
That's the woman's name. And the sister they're talking about, I'm going to put a little clip right here.
Oh, she's a very well-known public figure. I apologize that I was not aware of that.
Sister, I requested public. Y'all need to learn the definitions of shit too. Doxing means that you made non-public information public. Okay, I don't do that over here. You know who has admitted to doxing? Keemstar.
I hope somebody gets his IP.
There's no fucking way that's the clip you picked. There's no way that's the clip. There's no way you picked this clip.
Doxes him, swats him.
This is because Keem got killed in a game of Rust.
Somebody gets his IP, doxes him, swats him. his mother in front of his face. Like, I literally hope that his house blows up.
I don't dox. I don't dox. Actually, if you go and look at
No,
my
you
videos,
probably just. I'm not even gonna say. It sounds like. Hold on. Let's see where she
you'll
goes.
see I blur out people's addresses. You'll see I blur them out. I cross them out. I mark them out. I don't even put people's business addresses anymore. Okay. So it's not true. And when you see Cody so crazy and incorrect and hate for breakfast, girl.
I don't know. I don't watch enough of her stuff to fact check her on that, but I'll take her word for it.
On the internet,
Clearly more charitable than she wants to be to me.
making these claims, before you believe them and bring them to me and ask me to defend myself, why don't you ask them for a shred of proof? Why don't you ask?
What was that sound effect? What the fuck was that?
Ask me to defend myself. Why don't you ask them for a shred of proof? Why don't you ask them for a shred of evidence?
Chat, what the fuck? Was that like a lioness sound effect? Like, what was that?
Because whenever a federal court asked them for a shred of evidence, couldn't come up with one. Whenever a California
That was slowed down Among Us? Enter the Dragon. I don't know what the fuck that was.
court asked them not once, not twice, but 3 times for a shred of evidence, they couldn't come up with one. Now they've resorted
I kind of like the whole Italian, like, flinging her whole head around to speak kind of thing going.
to saying it on the
Fucking-
YouTube drama Reddit. Okay.
The foghorn.
So before you bring
To be honest, this is like the most 21st century T channel I've seen. Usually they talk over a thumbnail, so this is actually pretty high production value for this community.
shit to me, won't you go learn how to read a court document? Okay, just learn how to read a court document. Go read the court documents in my case. Because what you will find is this woman owes me not only
Are you fighting with a Redditor? Who asked you to... Where the fuck did this allegation come from? This Reddit post, I guess it has 39 upvotes. But...
$87,000 in legal fees, but $10,000 in sanctions. You're talking about $98,000 the woman owes my lawyers. Okay, don't you think if there was some type of evidence for any of this, I would have lost any of them 5 court cases? Didn't lose a single one. Haven't lost a single one. And at the end
There were 5 court cases over this?
this video, I got an update for y'all from federal court. Let's get through the rest of these crusty ass incorrect comments.
I can't take her seriously, dude. I just
So I can
can't.
show y'all how you spell.
Every time she says something mildly interesting, she says something absurdly like cringe 3 seconds later.
To deal with them. Okay, next.
Musty, thank you so much.
Oh, hold on. We're not done with that first comment. See that one where it says one of her fans went to the woman's home and R-worded her? One of these fans was hired. Not
What?
only that, even if she wasn't hired, which I strongly believe that she was, and I do have evidence that she was, but there's also evidence that this so-called supposed fan, who I never ever heard of in my life, and
All right, we're going to zoom past this because I don't care about the Britney stuff. Is there any more value? Holy shit. Is this just... I don't know. I'll look into it another time if there's anything valuable here, but I'm really only into the YouTube drama stuff. I guess, did Keem tweet this out? Is that why?
the brain rot. I'm just so sorry that Quinn Theo, because this violent weapon has a sorry.
Okay,
and
this
just
is
a
it.
human. Like, I don't know, maybe there could have been some body camera footage of one of Andrew Tate's
Dude, what the fuck is going on?
saying Andrew Tate human to me, kind of like there was with Dahlia Takali whenever she made that allegation against Linda Haifa Omar.
I'm sorry. Can we go back to MrBeast now?
You see what I mean? Yes, I would like to see evidence of Andrew Tate being a trafficker. Now, this was back in the day. I mean, I made a video about this a long time ago. I do think evidence has now come out, but I'm
Wait, that was your position, not Keem's position? I missed something.
not one of these jumping on the bandwagon people. I always like to look for evidence. That's what I did with the MrBeast situation. And guess what? I found some weird
Andrew Tate was obviously in the wrong, like that entire time.
evidence. Just to be clear, I didn't find evidence he was a human trafficker, but I found some weird evidence.
Wait, I'm so fucking confused. Maybe she has access to MrBeast stuff that I haven't seen, but I don't know. This doesn't line up with what I'm. Okay, whatever.
Of him being an unsavory individual. I found some questionable decisions,
What
like
is Bunty
being
King
over
to
the
you?
A person?
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
age of 18 and sending a yes violent weapon. Just because a violent weapon has a sticker on it, and y'all little boys who play your little games want to call it a skin, it does.
What? Wait, MrBeast sent a violent weapon to someone?
Found some questionable decisions, like being over the age of 18 and sending a yes violent weapon. Just because a violent weapon has a sticker on it, and y'all little boys who play your little games want to call it a skin, it doesn't mean that it's not still capable of inflicting bodily harm. So yes, Quinn Theo, I'm just so sorry that you have the brain rot. I'm just so sorry that Quinn Theo, because this violent weapon has a sticker on it, all of a sudden it's not a violent weapon.
Is that like a CS:GO knife? He gave someone a CSGO knife. I guess, is that, maybe she's, I guess she's, it's real life. I guess. What am I looking at right now?
Anymore. I mean, something's wrong with y'all. It's not me. Something's wrong. I know. I grew up with knives. I grew up around knives. I grew up around bows, arrows. I grew up around spears, swords, guns, and all of it. I know what I'm looking at when I see it. And just because somebody put a MrBeast
maybe she's cool. I mean, she's a total asshole for all the stuff she said in here. But that was kind of based.
signature on it and put a little sticker with some tiger stripes on it doesn't mean it's not a violent weapon.
All right, now she's losing me again.
Okay. If somebody with that weapon, you think the state would say, oh, it was just a, oops, it was just a little toy. It was just a little thing from a little video. No, they would say assault with deadly weapon. Y'all, something's wrong with y'all. Something's wrong with y'all. And you pulling me out here to have to defend myself.
No, she's crazy.
So like, I'm the queen of YouTube. I try to defend myself to the likes of you. Oh, and you pulling me out here to have to defend myself. Like, I'm the queen of YouTube. I try to defend myself to the likes of you. Y'all can't tell.
Are we gonna miss her call out Quintheo? I thought that was sarcastic. Is she really calling out Quintheo? Like, is that legit? I'm confused. I thought she was being sarcastic.
A violent weapon from a toy. So yeah, admitted. I will brag about not being woke. I'm happy about it. And if
Bro, is there internal conflict?
I hurt your feelings, you need to unsubscribe to my channel.
Yeah, she really called him out because wait, so Quintheo didn't like agree with every single point, and now he's on the outs? It wasn't. It was legit. It wasn't bait. Jesus.
Oh, okay. Next, she's so mean and vindictive. Yep, admitted. I am mean and I am vindictive, especially to people that are distracting from the important issues like calling out traffickers. Yes, I am mean and yes, I am vindictive. If this Queen's
like Andrew Tate
court is a village in the Middle Ages,
because he needed to see more evidence, and when I ask for evidence about MrBeast, I'm the bad guy. Who the fuck has MrBeast been trafficking?
Just imagine that I have spears outside by the gates with people's heads on them. That is how mean I am. All under the guise of I'm a lawyer, I know the law. No, I am a lawyer. I am a lawyer. But y'all shouldn't listen to nothing I say. It's psychic visions from the mothership. I already told y'all that. But late, okay, here, this is what I like hate for breakfast. And of course, y'all, all roads leads to clowns. This crazy titties out bitch got the Compra Chico smile, car.
All right, that's funny too. What the fuck is happening, bro? I don't even know what white girl talk that was.
And of course, y'all, all roads leads to clowns. This crazy titties out bitch got the Compra Chico smile, car.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Into her face paint. It's a clown. All roads leads to clowns. They all lead to clowns. And this all started when I pissed Steve-O off. Because I think what
the fuck? What is happening? Chat, I should have pre-watched. I've always been good at finding. She did what?
Happened was he has access to a little bit of those, what are they called? Juggalos. And now...
What was this fucking video? But did I click the wrong one?
There's some juggalos here. I like y'all. I really do. I find us to be from the same cut, from the same cloth. I don't do the deranged clown shit. I think it's demonic and stuff. But I support y'all's right to do it and go out there and fire out the Roman candles from your butt.
It's demonic?
Y'all trying to do over there. But there is a little bit of a thuggish group of these juggalos within there, right? And I think those are the ones that are really
Dude, the thuggalos, bro.
I mean...
Dude, there's a bunch of thugs running around.
But lady got her ass sued for defaming the person whose sister she doxed. I sure did get sued, and guess what? I am happy to announce on Friday it was dismissed for a second time.
Oh no!
So now we're talking about two attempts at a federal suit, both failed. Oh my god, I got so used to winning that I misspoke. It was dismissed in federal court for a third time. Third. It was dismissed for a third time, only in federal court. It was also dismissed.
Yeah, she seems to like. Is this like a schizo? Like, who fucking tries to sue 3 times? Like, appeals that many times?
She owes 90.
I don't know. I want to look into that, but I don't know if I ever want to. I'm probably never going to talk about this person again because they're probably not going to be relevant to any discussion we go over. But
$7,000 to my lawyers.
So I probably won't look into it. But
so, hate for breakfast with her Compra Chico clown makeup probably needs to stop defaming me. Cause now all I have is a 2-year victory streak. Isn't that interesting? I sure did get my ass sued, but who owes money? Go check the public records. I mean, I'm not even sure Hate for Breakfast knows how to read. I mean, I don't even know if this person knows how to read. I
think this woman is crazy enough that if she sued Keem, she'd take his play button.
No, they might be a bad play.
I don't know how. I don't know how so far, but I feel like it would get there.
A leprechaun, if I don't know. But if y'all are running into this stuff out here, just make sure that you have your facts right on me. Because I'm not scared of nothing, and I'm not scared of nobody. Nothing. I strongly and genuinely believe I am God's favorite, and I will not be played with.
Bro, those Free Britney people are fucking crazy. Listen, dude, Free Britney, okay? Look, I'm as Free Britney as everybody else, but the content creators, dude, I'd honestly prefer to talk to the YouTubers who are shilling for the Dragon Ball Z voice actor if we're talking lawsuits and stuff. Holy fuck.
So
There's two different routes you can go down. You could either be this or you could be Nick Rekieta. Chad, I feel like you'd prefer to be this. I don't know.
y'all want to play, you could play with God's favorite if you want to. I'm not scared of
You
you.
can play with God's favorite.
And nobody. Never have been, and I ain't gonna start today. So, hater for breakfast, better hope I don't find out who they actually are.
What the fuck? Alright, we're done with her. Oh my god. This woman is fucking insane. I don't know. Dude, listen.
Rolling on a Peloton, I'm so hype, you're wondering what the hell I'm on.
Bro, she can rap!
I can do anything that I put in my mind.
Chad, this is Flames.
Made me wanna go to Patiala, tie this langa, gold leaf nala. If you ever come into my pen, just
Oh god. Alright, we have a bunch of shit to do still.